Hello. I hope you've had a good day thus far. I have to piggyback on Tay's video that she put out this morning because it is so true, and I stand with her on that because it's the exact same thing for me. Like, I put my story out there, I put my messages out there, I put my testimony out there, I put different things that I've learned and, wisdom and things like that to inspire people, to help people. Because I know there's people in the world going through the same ventures that I'm going through. And sometimes people are going through different attacks and they don't even recognize they're going through different attacks. I mean, there's a strong attack on the entire world in a way, if you think about it. That's why we're in such a spiritual warfare. And again, the way to overcome spiritual warfare is A, through the numbers, and B, by as many people as possible healing, and gaining their mind control, taking control of their mind, taking control of their thoughts, taking control of their desires, taking control of their morals, their values, integrity, and, moving forward without skipping a beat to who they are and who they want to be. We have so many people out here walking around in the day-to-day, doing their day-to-day, not being truly who they want to be, nor in a career field that they truly want to be in. And in return, because of that, they then pour out negativity into the world. And that's where you have all this hate and this envy and jealousy and gaslighting and manipulation and gossip and humiliation and just you name it. And that's where it all stems from. And because I recognize that, I've seen it, and I've been through it, and I'm walking through it in the way that I am. It's like, I know God calls me to put my testimony out there, to put my, videos out there, no matter what kind of censorship I get, no matter what kind of hate I get, you know what I mean? It all comes with it. And so that said, I love that message that she put out this morning, and I appreciate her on that. And I appreciate her so much outside of this world that I can't even put into words. That said, it came to me this morning, when you have lived in a world that is filled with tactics, illusions, false facades, false narratives, and all these different plots and schemes to get you in a negative headspace and take control of your mind, it's very easy to pick up on the tactics that they use. Given the circumstances of the legalities that follow me, there's so much entangled in my story that, it's like no holds bar on the extent level that they will go to take me down. It's just one of those things, and, this morning, within the last, I'd say 12 hours, 15 hours, I've been picking up more on different things that I've been able to pick up in foresight of my future, and different things that they're creating line items to present different areas in my life where they're going to create chaos, or they're trying to create chaos. See, that's the biggest problem, is they're trying to create chaos. They're trying to create manipulation. But because I've taken control of my mind, it's just not something that they can do anymore. And so now they've hit the drawing board. Like, I made a video on my last TikTok regarding that. They keep going back to the drawing board, when it comes to me. And the biggest thing that I'm learning, and I'm in my era of life, my season of life, walking with God, is a form of detachment. Detaching from people, places, and things. Like, anything outside of me has no place in my life right now when it comes to people being disingenuous, people being manipulative, people being backhanded compliments, people presenting support in a manipulative way, and people just being disingenuous, really, because I pick up on it. It's really easy to pick up on these things, guys. It really is. When you start connecting with yourself and you start being true to yourself, it's amazing what God will show you. And it's hard to see sometimes, but you have to walk through it to get to the other side. There's no other way to the other side of whatever victory it is that you're looking for. Like, I'm not looking for a victory. I'm not looking for a breakthrough. Like, my victory and my breakthrough is the fact that I'm alive and breathing today. My victory and breakthrough will be the fact that I'm alive and breathing tomorrow. My victory and breakthrough will be the fact that I'm alive and breathing the next day, and so on and so forth, is the way I see it. And so because I carry that mentality inside my mind, I've already reached my breakthrough. I've already reached my victory. And not to mention, the victory is not mine, it's God's. The victory is His. It's always His. Although a lot of people like to present different things, at the end of the day, God controls, Source, the Most High Spirit control all of this. And they have. And they sit back, and they've sat back, and they've sat and watched everything that we've done to this world. Everything that we've done to this world, including myself, and including the kids. And what we're doing to this generation and the generations to come. And, I think that it is okay for people to detach from toxicities and manipulation and relationships when it comes to circumstantial events. Like, for example, all right, there was a job that I was offered, I don't know, it was like a couple months ago. And it didn't make sense. The interview process, the verbiage in the interview and this and that. And just the things that I picked up on, right? And what really threw me was they didn't want to send me an offer letter. They didn't want to send me an offer letter until the first day that I got to work. Well, that didn't make sense to me. Like, that didn't make sense. Why would you should be sent an offer letter before you go to work so you can take the position, accept the position. That makes logical sense. Offer letters are to cover the company's butt, but also to cover the employees. It's a duality. It's an understanding of the expectations. Like, this is what the company expects from you, and this is what I expect from the company, right? And so it was really peculiar. And so when I decided to not take that job, that entire day was absolute chaos inside my house. That's the day that I called the shelter house. And it sucked. It sucked. It was royal. It sucked. And then I went and I met and I had that appointment at the shelter house. The lady seemed extremely genuine, very nice. She said she was going to do something, send me over to another shelter house. Never heard anything. Called back. Never heard anything. These are my local nonprofit organizations, So you have to be careful. You just have to be careful, However, there's this new company that I have been interviewing with, and they're sending me an offer letter, and I'm going to move forward with it. But, it came to me, and this is an example of when you can pick up on disingenuine. When people in your life, you fill in the blanks, all right? This is something that I've picked up on. When people in your life respond to you in a certain way regarding the same situation, but it's polar different, the math isn't mathing. The math isn't mathing there, right? Like, I am so excited about this new season of my life, right? But those around me have showed lack thereof. And that's okay. That's okay, because that's that form of detachment that I'm learning. Because I'm on the road right now where God is forging me to not look for validation and affirmations from your family. And it's hard. It is very hard, because I just have such a heart. And so it's been very, very hard. It's still very hard. It's going to be the hardest. This is going to be, I'd like to say, one of the hardest seasons when it comes to the detachment from family, especially when you're coexisting to the best of your abilities. You know what I mean? You just have to get to your place in your life where you recognize how you love, what you pour out. And if you're not getting that back from different people in your life, then you need to ask yourself, are the people in your life the right people in your life? You have to ask yourself that. If people in your life are not making you feel good, you have to figure out why that is, because you have control over that. You do. And I hope this video resonates.